Can you explain, is it just rhinoplasty or is it
No,
other
no,
things?
yeah, absolutely. And I love that you said that, and I love that you, as one of the most holistic people in probably the world, who's promoting holistic wellness, which is what you're kind of the guru of. The way you talk about mouth taping, the way you talk about essential oils, the way you talk about all the ways of improving your nasal breathing. You know, it's a holistic energy with your humidifiers that I love. By the way, I have one sitting in my office right now. But it's all about yoga, nasal breathing, right? You're the master of this. And so that's another reason I love noses, is because it's a functional surgery. It's not just like a boob job or a facelift where it's just about cosmetics. This is functional. We have to breathe well, to sleep well, to perform well, to exercise well. You know, there's a beautiful book by James Nestor called Breathe, where they really go into the depths of it. And that's where mouth taping is so popularized today. And you have the best mouth taping brand in the world right now. And I think that is where we realize the nasal breathing is so important. The nose has the humidifiers called the turbinates. Those humidify, clean, evaporate a lot of the junk that we breathe in our daily lives. If you don't breathe through your nose, you're not getting the same level of oxygenation in the blood levels. These are studies that have been documented for years now at all over US institutions. So it's a known fact. And so we are big, huge, passionate surgeons about fixing the breathing on the inside as well as the cosmetics on the outside. And breathing on the inside can be multifactorial, but the septum being deviated is a structural component that we can always repair during surgery.
And how many of the surgeries that you do are deviated septum surgeries, and do people see a life-changing effect after those?
Oh my God. Even like 2 days ago, I took this woman's cast off. She looked at her nose and she was like, wow, it looks really good. And then she took a deep breath. And the first time she took her deep breath, all of a sudden she broke out into tears and just crying. Because she said, you know, she's maybe in her mid-30s. She said, I've never known what it is to breathe. This is the first time in my entire life I finally took a real breath and I finally understood what I'm missing out on. Because it's so weird for breathing because you don't have an objective comparison. You can look at each other and say whether you're tall or short. You can look at each other and say whether you're fat or skinny. You have no idea whether you can breathe well or bad because there's no way to objectively measure it amongst the population.